Across the spectrum and around the globe, we bring you World Combat Sports.
World Combat Sports, yeah. World Combat Sports, yeah. World Combat Sports, World Combat Sports, yeah. World Combat Sports, yeah. World Combat Sports, yeah. World Combat Sports, yeah. World Combat Sports, yeah.
First, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I don't know. We both had at least 10 weeks where we both known about this fight, where we both publicly, spoken about this fight. So for him to get up there and say, to kind of like throw that out there to the media and to the public that, we took this fight on short notice. It's like he's already making up excuses,
Yeah.
And I think he knows what's going to happen Saturday night. So.
Brought up just in terms of you feeling the best that you've ever felt.
Yeah.
You're the sharpest is what you said. What has gone into that preparation? Have you done anything different preparing for this fight?
Yes. Not so much in training, but I brought a chef in for all 8 weeks and a nutritionist, and to know what to eat, when to eat, the amount to eat it, and not a whole lot of man-made chemical stuff in my body, just all getting everything I need from natural food sources and the best quality of food. So I feel like that's really made my recovery better, and I've been able to train just as hard through Monday as I was on Saturday. And when you add that up for 8 weeks, you're gonna have a new machine. And each camp I try to invest in myself a little more. 2 fights ago for the world title fight, I brought in Ms. V, a massage and recovery therapist, and really helping my flexibility and recovery. And then 2 fights later, I brought in a chef for all 8 weeks, and so I'm just going to continue investing in myself and trying to elevate my game.
I'm sure you visualized a lot with Saturday. What does Bridgestone look like as far as this being in your hometown?
In my mind, I just envisioning myself coming out of that tunnel, focused, sharp, and ready to get in there and get the job done. So I've done everything in my power. I've not taken any shortcut, from the most minuscule thing you could think of to the biggest. I have not taken one shortcut.
How do you make this week as normal as possible, knowing there are more distractions probably in your hometown than if you're somewhere else?
No distractions. I'm focused on the task at hand. It's just another fight in another venue in another city in another ring. So this is something I pushed for, something I really wanted, something that means a lot to me. But once I, was able to get it, there's no reason to continue to focus on that and worry and wonder and get distracted by that. At that point, it just becomes another fight. So I'm focused, I'm zoned in, I'm sharp, I'm relaxed, but I'm fierce and I'm ready for war.
How much has that capability to maintain focus, to block out the outside noise, grown as you've grown as a fighter?
I think that, it's definitely grown as I've moved up in my career, but that's something that I was good at really early on. And I think because of all the things that were going on outside the ring, anyone who knows my story, I don't want to cram it down anybody's throat. I'm not looking for pity, but anyone who knows my story knows that I had a lot of outside issues going on with Aaliyah, being disabled and being in the hospital so much. And when I stepped in the gym, I had to block that out, and that became my sanctuary. And when I stepped in the ring to fight, I had to block that out, and that became my sanctuary. And that's been something I've been doing my whole life. So,
Caleb, having a fight in your backyard, was it any more special for you in training to do anything different, and especially the trash talking that you talked about with your opponent? Did you dig a little bit harder and have any more motivation to go in here and shut this guy down?
To not lose, that's really all the motivation I need, But to have that on the line in front of all my friends, the family and peers, definitely in the last round of sparring or my last mile or whatever it may be in my last round of training, it definitely gave me motivation to finish strong. That way I can ensure that I put on a spectacular performance come the Saturday, February 15th. So,
do you feel your challenges are taking you a little bit lightly because you are a low-key fighter, that you continue to go in there and have dominating performances?
I don't really know what he's talking about. I don't really feel like I'm a low-key fighter. Anyone who knows anything about boxing knows who I am. I'm not really into social media and likes and comments and all that. But if you check my social media, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty well known. I got over 100,000 people who got eyes on me. So
Think he was just getting under your skin?
there was a list that came out of last year's views of fights. There was only one person on there twice, and that guy had under 20 fights. And his FS1 views was 986,000. That's more than 3 times anyone else before that. And a fight that then when I fought Mike Lee, that was 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I had 1.4 million views. So I don't know, that don't sound very low-key to me with under 20 fights. So.
Caleb, you're not playing around. You couldn't send him a message to me today.
I'm not playing with him, so he better take this serious because it's serious to me. So, like I said, I'm sharp, I'm ready, I'm focused. I'm just ready for them to let me on my kennel and do what I do best.
Thanks, Caleb. Appreciate it,
I
Caleb.
got a question, Caleb. I know you're not looking past Feigenbutz. But when it comes down to it, there are higher opposition in your weight class.
Yeah.
You are the top of the food chain when it comes to your division. Who would you like to fight next after you complete this fight?
I say we get past this Saturday.
All right.
Get my hand raised in spectacular fashion, and then we'll have plenty of time to sit down and map out what we want to do next.
One more question. Larry Wade, your strength and conditioning. Is there anything that he brought to the table that differs from your previous fights that you did for this fight?
Nope, just each camp. We're just adding to the last one. Each camp I'm riding away from the last camp because in between I'm staying disciplined. My weight stays good. I live a healthy lifestyle. So when I come into the next camp, we're just adding on to what we had last camp.
Champ, any final words for your fight fans before you head into war?
Tune in this Saturday, Fox, February 15th. There's going to be a show.